Hi, my name is Bruno and I'm the founder and artistic director of the Kinodrome Film Festival. What is Kinodrome? It's a small festival that showcases stuff but by amateur filmmakers, student filmmakers, filmmakers who don't have much exposure out there but they still produce very cool stuff. We started back in 2018. This is our fourth annual film festival. Last year in 2020 we had to do a virtual one, but we are back on the ground and we're going to stay on the ground for years to come. We show mostly very short films, under 11 minutes, in different subgenres, and we also have on experimental animation, avant-garde, and stuff that can be easily classified, but it's also a cool stuff to show.
How are you today?
I hope this is short enough.
I wonder if I'll ever have sex again.
It's just a root beer.
You really think that people would come shop with us?
I taught you to always try your best.
Thanks for submitting to the drug test.
Stacy got the vaccine and she turned into a zombie.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for coming to 4th Annual Kinodrome. This festival started in 2018, and the idea was pretty much to give a chance to filmmakers who do something slightly different than what we see at every other film festival out there. So half of the content that you've seen today is heavily experimental, avant-garde, different types of animation, and also we have regular fiction films that are under 11 minutes. Why it's under 11 minutes? We started in 2018 with under 15 minutes, which according to today's standards is very, very long. Back when I was a student, film student, probably almost 20 years ago, my student films were like 20-25 minutes and it was okay, but nowadays it's too long, and you probably know by submitting to other festivals that there are a lot of rejections, and usually they want much shorter stuff. So that's why we kind of came down to 11 minutes is our top running time. I truly believe that it's not how much time you have, it's how powerful your story is. How powerful is that message that you are trying to convey to your audience. As you've probably seen in our last show, where we have the shortest content, 1-minute narratives and stuff that's extremely short, it's possible to tell the story in 60 seconds only, even less. I teach a film at my local college here, And I have projects for students that are 60 seconds. Because if you are able to write something and produce something that in 60 seconds can catch the audience and make them really feel something, you are pretty good. Then longer stuff can be actually done easier. I truly believe that. Of course, if you have some money behind it. You know. Short content can really be very, very powerful. And we've seen so much really cool short content today at Kinodrome. Here is Johnny K. Wu. He's the legend of Cleveland independent filmmaking. He's the founder and president of MDI Studio here in Cleveland. And thank you, Johnny, for coming. He also got a couple of special gifts here that we will give to a couple of filmmakers. Next to Johnny is Amina Chaudhry, my longtime friend and associate of the festival. She's also a screenwriter. An applause for our presenters and for yourself. Also, thank you, all of you guys. Thanks to, I forgot, my partner Debbie, who was at a front table all day today working. Thanks to all of you guys, especially if you are far away from Cleveland. We had guests from out of state, even guests from California. We had guests from different cities. I'm really happy to see you guys, that you are so passionate about that you actually came to Cleveland even during these weird times and weird airlines. A couple of years ago, I realized that I can't just say this is experimental, because there are so many different types of experimental cinema. So I divided experimental in 2 or 3 niche subgenres. Also animation, there are 2 or 3 different types of animation, so we kind of divided that too. So we have probably 15, 16 different categories here. And as far as scripts and our screenwriters, we have a division by length. So those, the shortest one, 10 pagers, and then goes to traditional short film, maybe up to 25, and 25 to 60, which is maybe a TV pilot or something in that range. And obviously full feature films that are 80 plus pages. MDI gave us these couple of gifts. Johnny, can you tell us what is this?
This is basically a two-handle system where I have a spring load. When you walk with this thing, it doesn't bounce like crazy anymore.
So when he brought this, he said, you can give it to anybody you want, or you can keep it by yourself. So I said, I don't need these things. I mean, I do filmmaking. I still make films, but no, it's not fair. It's for you guys. So I decided to give to a couple of filmmakers, alumni filmmakers. They submitted in 2018 and even came back later, and they're here today. Let's give these to John Maslowski and Alex Capleton. keep being creative. Don't let anything or anybody stop you from expressing yourself. This festival is all about strong message. It's all about message and how the audience perceives this message. So don't be afraid to express yourself, even if it's controversial. We've seen controversial films here, and this festival is about that too. Don't be afraid to do that. Keep working on your stuff and submit. Maybe next year or a couple of years from now, come back here and we'll have fun. Maybe we'll be bigger, maybe a couple of days. We'll see how that goes. And again, thank you all for coming, and this is it for 4th Annual Kinodrome. Peace. You guys are free to go to the bar.
My name is Shane Thompson, and I am the writer of the screenplay Fear Catcher. Fear Catcher is about a group of college friends that stumble across a mysterious dream catcher that has the power to make them encounter their greatest fears. It was a lot of fun to write. I am a huge fan of the horror genre, so kind of exploring the subject of fear and what people are afraid of was really interesting for me. I work full-time in a high school, and my favorite thing to do is to encourage the kids to express themselves through the arts and to just, chase what they're passionate about and follow their dreams. And it's people like you guys that, that make that possible. So thank you all for making the world such a unique, beautiful, weird, wonderful place to live in.
Hello, my name is Betsy Stern, and my film Losing Sight will be part of this festival. Thank you so much for accepting it. The film is about my experiences losing and regaining my sight twice, and I am a professional musician and wrote the music that accompanies the film. Thank you again.
Hai, perkenalkan nama saya Aldrin.
Hai, nama saya Alia. Hai, saya Kiki. Kami mengucapkan terima kasih karena film pertama kami, Magnetic Desire, bisa berada di festival film di Cleveland, Ohio. Terima kasih.
Hi, my name is John Maslowski. I want to say thank you to the Kinodrome for selecting my films A Fistful of Ketchup, Lunar Stranding, and The Vaccine Has a Computer Chip in It. Also, I want to thank them for selecting my photograph of St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City. A Fistful of Ketchup is a stop-motion film that I made with an animator in Argentina. Lunar Stranding is a film I made with augmented reality technology. And the last film, The Vaccine Has a Computer Chip in It, that's an animated film that I made for the Cleveland 48-hour. So thank you again to the festival, and thank you all for watching this, and hopefully you'll get to see some of my films. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Madoka Rain. I'm the writer-director of a short film called Day 57, which is about Day 57 of COVID of last year. And it was the first time that I shot and edited it myself. Usually I write and direct my films, but I'm not very technical. Yeah, anyway, I finished it. And thank you to the Kinodrome Film Festival for having this event.
Hi, my name is Steve Lindsay. I am the writer of the short screenplay, The Webs of War. And I want to thank Kinodrome for this opportunity to be the official selection in this year's festival. This touching and terrifying tale intertwines the lives of a troubled young drifter, a divorced nurse, and a mysterious doctor, including the inhabitants of a small, peaceful community in 1973 Michigan. This screenplay also examines the essence of terror, the sting of bereavement, the quest for redemption, the power of love, and the extraordinary limits of courage and sacrifice. Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Webs of War.
Greetings, Kinodrome. My name is Jonathan Riles. I'm a film director and producer based out of Logan, Ohio. Regarding my art, I like to tell stories that involve human psychological concepts, but I like to tell them using non-human character vessels and protagonists. I want to give a big shout out to all the cast and crew of The Amber Thief, my most recent stop-motion animation short, and let's rock this festival.
Hi everyone, my name is Juan Guglieri. I'm the author of the short script Ill. In Ill, there are a few characters who don't know each other and they are locked into a room. They don't know how they ended up there, and all of them are ill. So I got inspiration from one of my favorite movies, which is Saw, the first movie of all the series, the best one. I've always been intrigued by stories that happen in one location, few characters, and there are few twists. So thank you very much to all the Kinodrome team for selecting my script to become part of the festival.
Hi, I'm Peter Hardy from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm the writer of the short script Beholder, which I'm happy to say is an official selection of the Kinodrome Film Festival. Beholder, as the title might suggest, is very much about point of view. It's almost all two people talking, but it would not work as a play because it is the way the point of view is used that makes it hopefully cinematic. This selection is very encouraging, and I hope to get the chance to make this script into a film myself sometime.
This is Gregory Bonds. I am a screenwriter and voice artist for Stars Agency, and I am inspired and have been since I first saw Tony Scott do Crimson Tide, and it features my two favorite actors, Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington, respectively. When I saw them bring the drama in that enclosed, contained space, a submarine, it was just amazing to me, and I knew I wanted to be involved. I wrote this script, Preacher's Daughter, Giant Slayer, because of my belief as a Christian. I studied the Old Testament and Old Bible and all the old world stories about giants in the earth before and after the flood. And then I heard a rumor that one showed up in 2002 in Afghanistan and pretty much was encountered by a military unit. Therefore, it became fodder for my presentation today.
Hold the clapper. Hello, I'm filmmaker Logan Fry. I make trash films. I make amateur films. I make no-budget films, but some of them have almost taken on a cult status. Films like Gimme Head, The Tale of the Cuyahoga Valley Bigfoot, Roboob the Farting Robot Monster, The Bumbling Psychopath, and Pandemic, House of Bones. So where shall we start?
I'm Jack Cochran.
I'm Pam Falkenberg.
Together, we're Outlier Moving Pictures. Our film Legacy, based on the poem by Fiona Tinwai Lamb, is a wry, fanciful, sometimes bittersweet post-mortem of a relationship that founders on the rocks of cross-cultural differences.
Hello, my name is Fiona Tinwai Lamb. I'm a poet, writer, editor, and creative writing instructor from Vancouver, Canada. I wrote and narrated the poem Legacy. The poem depicts the exchange of cultures that occurs in a cross-cultural relationship told through the lens of food. Relationships change us, even at the everyday basic level. The foods we've been introduced to, the associations we have with special dishes and feasts, and of course, affection for the family members who have fed us.
Our whimsical telling of Fiona's bittersweet poem does not offer a happy ending, but does find wisdom and some delight.
Hi, I'm Michael Siebold.
I'm Greg Schrader, and we are the writers of Dolores. When Mike brought the story to me, I felt that it was a different take on a horror story about the issue of suicide.
There's two pandemics happening right now, COVID and suicide, and you don't hear anything about suicide. And I know it affects a lot of people differently, and you might not have a direct family member, but you might have a friend that had somebody pass away and lose their battle of suicide. And I know 2017, my brother lost his battle with depression and committed suicide. So I think it's a topic that everybody needs to talk about.
We are working on a feature version of Dolores that's still very much within the social horror genre. So something that not only will scare the viewer, but will also have those social elements that are very relevant to everyone in our society today. And we also have other feature horror projects in the works too, some of which are of a range of tones, and some that are darker and some that are lighter and more fun.
Hello, I'm Avery Lenz. I directed and wrote 1 Minute to Explosion. 1 Minute Explosion was an attempt to make a short and punchy film that plays with the whole idea of the bomb under the desk, which is inspired by the classic Hitchcock quote, where suspense is caused by knowing the bomb's under the desk instead of being so surprised, because the characters don't know the bomb is under there, but the audience knows, waiting for the explosion to happen. Something funny, the film was originally supposed to be 1 minute long in length, but ended up being 2 minutes long instead. And we didn't want to change the name of it because 2 Minutes to Explosion doesn't have the same ring as 1 Minute to Explosion.
Hello, Cleveland. Arvid Eriksson here from Auckland, New Zealand. I'm the writer-director of Acknowledgements. This project started out with me having a coffee with a friend up the road, and we both had a real urge to make something of our own, make something abstract and poetic. And my friend said, hey, it doesn't even have to be good. We just need to do something. And we did. And we're chuffed with the result. And I hope you will enjoy it. And I hope this sends good vibes to all filmmakers out there to go out and make more films.
I'm Adam E. Stone, and I have 2 films in this year's festival. The first one is a 15-second poem film called Awake, and the second one is a 1-minute poem film called If Any. I really enjoy working in the genre of micro shorts, and in particular short poem films that are a minute or less. I think it's a lot of fun and a great challenge to tell a story in that amount of time, because you have to be extremely concise and you can't waste even a second of your viewer's time, which I think they appreciate. I think that a micro short, if it's done well, is like a good Zen koan, in the sense that you have to keep coming back to it and looking at it again and again and peeling away the layers to really get to the meaning.
My name is Jody and I go by the stage name Titi Vu. I would like to share with you the story behind my music video To All Who's Out There. The song is a farewell song that was written and recorded by my twin brother David before he passed away due to leukemia. The music video brings to life the paintings that he created while staying at the hospital. The character design and atmosphere were all based on those paintings and animated by Anastasia Misnikova. This video is in a way a commemoration of him.
I forgot to ask you guys, do you guys understand my English? You do? Okay. Okay, I was going to activate my Google Translate on a speaker, but you just let me know and I'll do it if you want. For right now, you can just watch this psychedelic stuff here. Okay.